Hashtag EU AI Act enforcement begins August 2026. What this means for tech companies. Hashtag Chapter 1. Hook, 0 to 10 seconds. On August 2, 2026, the European Union's Artificial Intelligence Act officially became enforceable. Companies that fail to comply now face fines of up to €35 million or 7% of global annual turnover. This is not a warning. This is not a suggestion. This is the law. And it changes everything for every tech company operating in or doing business with Europe. Here is what you need to know right now. Hashtag Chapter 2. What is the EU AI Act? 10 to 45 seconds. The EU Artificial Intelligence Act is the world's first comprehensive legal framework for regulating artificial intelligence. It was adopted by the European Parliament in March 2024 and entered into force on August 1, 2024. But the real enforcement began on August 2, 2026, when the key provisions finally became applicable. The Act classifies AI systems into 4 risk categories: unacceptable risk, high risk, limited risk, and minimal risk. Unacceptable risk AI systems are banned outright. These include social scoring by governments, real-time biometric surveillance in public spaces, and AI systems that manipulate human behavior to bypass free will. High-risk AI systems face strict requirements for transparency, human oversight, data quality, and documentation. These include AI used in hiring, credit scoring, education, law enforcement, and critical infrastructure. Limited risk systems must comply with transparency obligations, including disclosing that users are interacting with an AI. Minimal risk systems face no additional regulation beyond existing laws. Hashtag Chapter 3. What changes on August 2, 45 to 90 seconds. The most significant changes taking effect on August 2, 2026 are the transparency obligations under Article 50 and the enforcement mechanisms under Article 71. Under Article 50, any AI system that generates audio, images, video, or text must mark its outputs in a machine-readable format so the content can be detected as AI-generated. This means deepfakes, AI-generated text, and synthetic media must all carry detectable markers. Providers must also disclose when users are interacting with an AI system, especially in contexts where users might reasonably believe they are speaking with a human. The transparency duties apply to all AI systems, not just those placed on the market before August 2. Generative AI systems already on the market have until December 2, 2026 to implement machine-readable marking. But all new systems must comply immediately. The enforcement provisions are equally significant. Any person or organization with grounds to believe a company is violating the Act can file a complaint with a national competent authority. The authority must investigate and can impose fines of up to €35 million or 7% of global annual turnover for breaches of prohibited AI practices. For transparency violations, fines can reach €15 million or 3% of global turnover. For supplying incorrect information to authorities, fines can be up to €7.5 million or 1% of global turnover. These are the highest AI regulatory penalties in the world, and they are now enforceable. Hashtag Chapter 4. What this means for tech companies, 90 to 135 seconds. For tech companies, the EU AI Act enforcement means immediate action is required. Companies must first identify and inventory all AI systems they develop, deploy, or integrate into their products and services. This includes AI systems used by third-party contractors and subsidiaries. Many companies are unaware of the full scope of AI systems operating within their organizations. An HR tool with emotion recognition, a customer service chatbot, or a marketing automation system using AI-generated content all fall under the Act. If you do not know what AI systems your company uses, you cannot comply with the law. Second, companies must assess the risk classification of each AI system. If your AI system falls into the high-risk category, You must implement comprehensive compliance measures including documentation, human oversight mechanisms, transparency requirements, and accuracy and robustness testing. The Act requires that high-risk AI systems be registered in an EU database. Companies must also establish internal governance structures, including an AI compliance officer and regular audits of AI systems. Third, companies must prepare for the machine-readable marking requirement. Any AI system that generates content must embed detectable markers in its outputs. This affects text generators, image generators, video synthesis tools, and audio generation systems. The markers must be in a format that allows automated detection tools to identify AI-generated content. Companies that fail to implement this marking by December 2, 2026, will face fines. Chapter 5, The Global Impact, 135 to 175 seconds. The EU AI Act is already influencing AI regulation around the world. The United States, the United Kingdom, Canada, Japan, and Brazil are all developing their own AI regulatory frameworks, and many are drawing directly from the EU model. The Act has become the global benchmark for AI governance. Companies operating internationally now face a complex patchwork of AI regulations that differ from country to country. What is legal in the United States may be banned in the EU. What is transparent in Canada may require additional documentation in Japan. This regulatory fragmentation is creating significant compliance challenges for global tech companies. The Act is also sparking debate within the European Union itself. Some member states have pushed for stricter enforcement, while others have advocated for more flexibility for small and medium-sized enterprises. The Act includes concessions for SMEs and startups, including lower fines and free access to regulatory sandboxes where companies can test their AI systems under supervision before launching them. These sandboxes give companies a safe space to identify compliance issues and fix them before they face penalties. Chapter 6, Call to Action, 175 to 200 seconds. The EU AI Act enforcement is a turning point for artificial intelligence regulation worldwide. For the first time, there is a binding legal framework that holds AI developers and deployers accountable for the risks their systems create. If your company uses AI, you need to act now. Audit your AI systems, assess your risk exposure, and implement transparency measures before the next compliance deadline. Share this video to help others understand the stakes. Subscribe to TrendForge for more coverage of AI regulation and technology policy. And remember, in the age of artificial intelligence, compliance is not optional. It is a legal requirement. Stay informed, stay compliant, and stay ahead.